Me and Zuza were best friends. And I can't believe I even have to tell you guys this, but Chloe even agreed. My best friend passed away, and for a week, maybe 2, you guys were nice. Been there for me through very tough times. In fact, she was the only person who really recognized my sobriety. I'm still grieving, and I am gonna be grieving for a very, very long time. So leave me.
You guys, tell me why it looks like Samara might actually get into legal trouble with Zuza's family. Because the way this situation keeps getting worse, I am sitting here like, no, because this is kind of crazy. People started feeling weird after those TikToks where she kept talking about Zuza and then casually bragged about making thousands and saying thank you, Zuza, like it was part of a story. Then she loses almost 500K followers in a few days, and people completely changed how they saw her. It went from feeling sorry for her to straight up worry. And right when everything was already falling apart, Zuza's family made a statement that basically made everyone rethink who was really close to her in the first place. After that, everything Samara posted started getting questioned, especially with how unpredictable she has been acting lately. So yeah, if you are wondering why people think this could turn into something way bigger than normal drama, let's get into it, because things are starting to look really serious. Before anyone even talked about a lawsuit, everyone honestly thought Samara and Zuza were best friends. I mean, I was sure too. The way Samara kept talking about her, she made it sound like they were always together.
Yeah, cherry coke though. Yeah, she said yeah.
Living not only for me, but for Zuza. So I'm not fucking dying.
Now, we'll be back real, but then Zuza's mom spoke. And as you all already know, that Instagram post changed everything. Zuza's mom basically said that someone was straight up lying about their relationship, and that all that stuff online wasn't showing what Zuza's real friendships really looked like. She explained that the person Zuza was actually closest to wasn't Samara at all. It was Chloe, a girl in her grade who kept things private and wasn't even online much. A lot of people don't even know this part, but when you start telling stories about a minor who passed, or you say things that weren't true about them, it actually changes how people remember them. And messing with someone's legacy like that can become a real problem. Then, suddenly, everything made sense for people. Even Zuza's mom, Dagmara, ended up blocking Samara from Zuza's old account. At first, everyone thought Samara had unfollowed the page herself, but she just posted a video saying that she didn't. She got blocked.
Never unfollowed Zuza. Dagmara decided to block me from Zuza's accounts, and
even in her most recent TikTok, and yes, she posted another long video, she tried to explain the whole situation again. She tried to fix everything from that first crash out video. You probably saw that one where she was calling out creators and saying Glow House was fake. But in this new video, she completely changed the story. She kept saying that she loves Dagmara. She even used her first name like they had been close this whole time, which already made people suspicious.
Zuza told her I was her best friend, and Chloe told me the only reason she told me was because she felt a little jealous.
Then she tried to show that she was really the best friend. She brought Chloe into it suddenly, saying that Chloe told her that she, Samara, was actually Zuza's best friend and that Chloe was jealous about it. And then she said that this was told to her after Zuza passed, which made everyone go, wait, why are we hearing this now?
That she wanted me to be really good friends with her and stay close to her, and I did exactly.
She also said that Zuza could have more than one best friend and that Chloe was one of them too, trying to make the story seem softer. But let's be honest, that explanation came way too late. It took the family stepping in, the blocking, the drama, the backlash for her to finally say any of this.
I'm still grieving, and I am gonna be grieving for a very, very long time. So leave me alone.
And that's when another conversation started. People said that Samara clearly isn't doing well mentally after losing someone she cared about, which is fair. Grief can make anyone fall apart a little. But at the same time, that can't be the automatic explanation for every single thing she's been doing lately. Then everyone remembered how she had already posted that clip, her singing along to a rap song, showing off the money she made, saying she earned 3.8K to 8K, and then ending it with a straight, "Thank you, Zuza."
Mara has been there for me through very tough times. In fact, she was the only person who really recognized my sobriety.
I'm sorry, but what was that supposed to mean? Because that definitely didn't go the way she thought it would. The comments under that video were harsh, but not random. It was people who had been supporting her. You had someone saying, "Sad because I thought you were her friend," and another saying, "Why is she making Zuza's death all about her?" And then the one that kept getting shared everywhere, "Samara is obsessed with Zuza." Not in a good way. And you could tell people weren't overreacting. They were really upset that she connected money to a girl who isn't even here anymore. From my view, I understand why everyone reacted that way, because once you see the family already stepping in to say she was spreading false information, watching her turn around and make money from the situation feels wrong. Then there's the whole Clockhouse situation, which somehow is also connected to Samara. The group has like 3 or 4 members right now, and their whole goal is to call out influencers and their parents, which already felt a bit much considering Samara can't even control her own situation. And the first person they went after was Alexa. Alexa only talked about everything because she's been through her own loss, so she understood why the situation felt wrong. She wasn't dragging anyone or trying to make drama, she was speaking from her real experience. But instead of Samara accepting that like a normal moment of understanding, she allegedly jumped straight into the comments and called Alexa a sick person.
Okay, so it's been brought to my attention that the Clockett House has decided to make me their first victim. I lost a young cousin in a very tragic way recently, and being her family, I would have never tolerated the things that Samara is doing. After my first video, Samara decided to put me on blast in her story and in my comments and call me a sick person just for giving my opinion.
And then Alexa explained the part that made everyone really upset. The member threatening her was using the same monetized sound promo as her, just ranked lower, which meant if Alexa deleted her video, that member would actually make more money.
Zuza was so special. I feel like anytime I talk about her, I can't help but smile. I was just crying and I'm smiling now. I can't talk about her without.
So instead of showing anything important, the Clockhouse turned it into this weird little revenge group, and all it did was make Samara look even more out of touch at the exact time she needed to calm everything down. Right after that, people noticed something that suddenly made everything feel even stranger. She wasn't at Zuza's celebration of life. Influencers were there, school friends were there, even creators who barely knew anything were there. But Samara was completely missing by then. The idea that she couldn't handle it emotionally didn't really make sense anymore. It started looking more like she wasn't invited because the family didn't trust her enough to be there. And after everything that had been happening, you couldn't really be surprised if that was the case.
I received a threatening DM from a member of the Clockett House who was actually also part of that sound promo campaign and was ranked lower than me, therefore making less money.
But the part that everyone keeps coming back to is if she was doing all of that on camera, saying things that weren't true, using someone's name for content, skipping events she should have actually gone to, what happens if the family finally reaches their breaking point? Because the way this whole situation keeps getting worse, it doesn't look like normal drama anymore. It looks like something that could turn against her fast. And if even a little bit of what people are saying turns out to be true, that lawsuit rumor people keep whispering about might not be a rumor for much longer.